Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the
team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards, 1st down, Niners.
And the 49er 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Garoppolo looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A 1st carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. For these two teams, the Saints and Niners, they played maybe the game of the year in the NFL in 2019. Had 94 points between them. Lead changes left and right. Breeze had 5 touchdowns, 4 for Garoppolo. And you might remember the catch and stiff-arming run by George Kittle where he just refused to go down. And then in the end, it was Robbie Gould who would kick the field goal as time expired, and the Niners would win it 48-46. And running with power here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st and goal.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7. Saints nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way out to the 46. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Breeze to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Got the connection here aboard. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, this crowd is not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Saints 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
By the 49ers.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, Gold missed it. It's no good. Line to the left, off the mark. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room. And he takes it forward for only a couple. It's second down.
At the 32-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. And just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal.
On the tackle.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a first and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Tackle made.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Breeze. Flush to his right. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's 4th
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 3rd down.
Sack. It puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Dante Pettis.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 37. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
10.
Bree's going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Now Breeze. Able to find Harris, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
Breeze to the flat. That's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up third.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
target, Montgomery. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle by...
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Tigers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 23, it's second and 12. Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
3 yards on
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. First and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
49er ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception,
the long return.
Yeah, then they had that long return, and now it's the other sideline who might be the first to put the points up. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. It's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch. Definitely
worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there. Extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Niners on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Garoppolo now. Got his target, Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ball carrier.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
San Francisco.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. They hand it off to Mostert, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Yard pickup. And it's third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
He's out of bounds.
They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10. Touchdown. New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. 85 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 20, 49ers 17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the tackle.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
49er 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they hand off to Coleman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead
They found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
At the 46-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
7-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Breeze is looking to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to throw, Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
On the throwaway.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Garoppolo to throw. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For Deebo Samuel, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. One final try now for Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for New Orleans, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.